Hey, what's up guys? My name is Danny Coconati, and today we're going to be taking a look at the song called Miss Sunshine by Machine Gun Kelly. This song is in standard tuning, so that means your strings are going to be E, A, D, G, B, and E. So get yourself a tune, and then we're going to get started on this lesson. All right, introduction, main riff, whatever you want to call it, but here we go. So this is a finger picking technique that we're using for this. You can probably play this with the pick as well, but it does sound a little bit cleaner if you're doing the finger picking. So when I'm referencing this, we're going to be talking about the finger picking. So P is your thumb, okay? I is your index finger, M, okay, is your middle finger, and then A is your ring finger here for the finger picking. So it's going to start off open on your E, okay, and you're gonna be using your thumb to pick that. So open on the E, okay, and then you're gonna be barring the 9th fret of your D, G, and B strings. Okay, and those 3 strings are gonna be plucked, okay, with your index, your middle finger, and then your ring finger here. Okay, so the last part of the riff, so again, it's just open on the E, and then your 9th fret bar of the D, G, and B strings. And right after each time you play it, it's a smack. Okay, and then to finish that off, the last little part is you're gonna use your ring finger here, okay, and reach up to the 11th fret of the G. You're still barring these 3 chords, okay, so keeping that, keeping that first finger down, and then just reaching up to the 11th. So. Okay, but you're just gonna be plucking your 9 on the D, and then the 11th of the G, okay? And then going right back to that 9th fret bar. So. Okay. Then the next section is going to be, it's actually the exact same. The only difference is instead of plucking that open on your E, you're going to be plucking an open on the A. So it's now going to be. Okay, so all together. Okay, you could actually probably go and just leave out that final, that 9th fret on the B. It actually probably sounds a little cleaner if you're just doing 9, 11, and then pulling off to the 9 of the D and the G only, so. But up to you. You could do, leave that bar chord after the plucks and just keep playing all 3, or you could just end on the 2 and just pluck the 9, 11, and then the 9 and 9 on the D and the G. So all together though, the whole riff. Excuse me. Okay. And that just repeats for pretty much the entirety of the song there until we get to the pre-chorus. Okay, pre-chorus of the song, it's just power chords really, although you can get, the brighter sound in by just, adding in that additional bar there. So anyways, the chords though is gonna be, it's just power chord of your 2nd fret of the A, okay? But you're barring all of the 4, okay? So 4th fret of the D, 4th fret of the G, and 4th fret of the B. Okay, so again, 2nd fret power chord of your A. Okay, sliding that up. Now you're on the 4th fret of your A, still a power chord. But if you want, you can play the full chord, so it's just 4 on the A, 6 of the D, 6 of the G, and then 5th of the B. Okay, a little bit brighter there. Okay, and then all the way down. Okay, so that's open of your A, 2nd fret of your D, 2nd fret of the G, 2nd fret of the B. Okay, so again, the second half of that is you're just going right back up to that 4th fret power chord. Okay, 4th fret, 2nd fret power chord. Okay, and that's just, back to that A chord there. Okay, so altogether though, the pre-chorus hopefully isn't making sense. So 2nd fret power chord, 4th fret power chord of the A, and then just an A open. Okay. Okay, so really the whole pre-chorus is just playing power chords there on the A string. To really simplify it down though, it's just 2nd fret power chord up to a 4th fret power chord on the A, open, just an A chord, okay, and then back to the 2nd fret of the A, 4, 2nd, open of the A, just regular A chord, and then 4th, 2nd. Hopefully that's making sense there. Okay, so the first chorus is going to be an E chord. Okay, so that's an open on your E, 2nd fret of your A, a 2nd fret of the D, and then 1st fret of the G. Okay, so first chord. Okay. Okay, so the next section, you got a G sharp chord. So that means you're going to be playing your 4th fret of the E, 6th fret of the A, 6th fret of the D, and then getting in right there, 5th fret of the G. Okay, so, and then the last chord there, it's just going to be, that is going to be an A. So, A power chord, so that means A, or excuse me, 5th fret here, 7th, 7th, and then getting that 6th in, and then the bar. Okay, next chord then is going to be a B, okay, and that's on your A string. So 2nd fret of the A, 4th of the D, 4th of the G, and then 4th of the B. And the final chord, slide that up, okay, and now we're on our our C sharp chord. So, okay, so all together. And then it repeats. There are 3 fills that kind of play on top during the chorus chords. So 9 to 11, back to 9. Bend it, bend the 11th to the 13th. Okay. So again, just playing in between 9 and 11. Back to 9, bend the 11th, bend down. Okay, and then back to the 9. Okay. Next part is going to be, okay, so that's just a bend on your B string, 12th fret. And then bend that 11th. And finishing right there again on your 9th. Okay, that's the second fill. And then the last fill is gonna be a okay, so what is that? That's just a 12th fret to a 12th fret of the B, 14th fret of the E, and then an 11 of the G, and finishing on the 9th. Okay, so again, 3 fills. First one, second one, and then third one. Thank you guys so much for checking out this guitar tutorial on Machine Gun Kelly's Miss Sunshine. If this helped you out and you were able to learn the song, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and be ready for more future guitar videos.